How's it going, guys? So we're here to check out what's going to be coming up soon in Rust, and electricity is the big thing that's going to be added. Before we get to that, though, I'm going to go ahead and mention, in addition to the new model we got for the rowboat, there's now going to be a metal rowboat. I'm not sure when this will be added, but the modeling is done. Along with that model, Tom has also sent me these images here of a fire extinguisher. I asked him if it's going to be just a prop or if it's going to be a usable item. He said most likely both, maybe both kind of thing. So, you know, that's still kind of sitting up in the air there. But those are kind of our sneak peeks at things right now. I still wasn't able to get any images of the oil rig monument yet, so we're going to have to wait on that there. But let's go take a look at what the big thing is here. We've got electricity. As you'll see right here in my hand, I have 100 feet of the wire tool, okay? And over here, you'll see there's a solar panel. So the way the wire tool is, once you have it in your hand, you'll see, well, what this can do. So this large solar panel has a pass-through of 30 and nothing attached to it. So we now attach something to it. All right, so now we have this cable in our hand and we need to do something. So I'm gonna go to the switch and we're gonna put input. And now you can see I can flip it on and off, right? Then we can do an output from this, and what I'm gonna go ahead and do is, I guess we'll attach it to here and then put it into the lamp. So now we're attached to the lamp, so it's saying there's not receiving any power, it's attached to a switch, and it's not passing through to another object. So we're looking here, I was gonna do this lamp, but this lamp isn't working yet, so we'll get back to that in a second. Now that we flip this on, boom, we've got solar power. Now, once the lights go off, however, we have no more solar panel, and that's where things like batteries and stuff like that will come into effect. There is a rechargeable battery, but again, we'll get to that in a second. Now, a lot of things that are going to come from this are traps. As you can see, we've got a laser detector on the floor there, and we've got this wired up, and there's this big, juicy open door to some chests, right? So as soon as you walk in front of it, the turret, bam, gets you. Now, you could also have this rigged up to where, you know, all the doors close on someone when they go past a laser pointer. You could have it to where you could use some, you know, some of the different switches to where it wouldn't just, you know, be gunned down by a turret, but in fact, it would close this door, and then in fact open that one and close this one. So it would box them in with the turret or something too. And you can play around with all sorts of things like that. And I mean, that's just a small possibility of what can be done with this. So first things first, we've got a small generator. It sends out about 20 power and has 3 outputs, okay? So we went ahead and connected this. You can see it's connected to the switch. That switch powers that, so the generator works as well. And then this generator is also powering this little laser show thing I showed you over here, which is kind of neat. Let's go ahead and take a look at the items that are new so far. So we have a small rechargeable battery, as I was speaking about, which is this guy right here. It tells you how much time it has left on its charge, etc. So that's actually really cool right there. Next up, we've got a new simple light, which was working last time I was on the branch, but for some reason just isn't working this time, but we got it there. Then you've got a pressure pad. The way the pressure pad works is once someone, you know, steps onto it, it releases a signal. You can then connect it to different types of the stuff over here, which we'll get to in a second, to do many various things. As we showed over there, we've got the basic generator. Now, some of this might be placeholder art. I, for one, hope that pressure plates become less obvious, or there's hidden ones, you know, where one hides on a wooden floor, one would be hidden, you know, just so you don't see them and can use them more for traps. So if someone sees a pressure plate, they're gonna be like, oh, well, I'm not stepping on that, or I'll break it, you know. Where with the wires, you can kind of hide them and be a little bit less obvious. Also, if you want to set up a trap like this, I'd probably say the best thing to do is put the door openers on the inside rather than the outside. But anyways, as we showed on the roof there, there's the solar panel is another power item. So to get power, you can pretty much use a rechargeable battery, a generator, and the solar panel for right now. Then we've got the AND switch, an OR switch, a timer, a regular old switch. There's a counter, so you can use this to, you know, use countdowns of certain times, count certain things. There's going to be a lot of applications for that. We got, of course, the door controller and the laser detector, which we showed over there. This guy right here is a splitter. It'll take in 1, and you can have 3 outputs. So you can basically take 1, piece of power input, turn it into 3. We've got the blocker over here. And I'm not really sure what a blocker does yet. It looks like it takes power in, it can put power out, and then it can branch out to power, I guess. And then, so we got the blocker down here. Are they all blockers? They're not all supposed to be called blocker. That's weird. If we go ahead and check out under miscellaneous right now, there's a root combiner, a blocker, and the electrical branch. So there we got them as well. Oh, there's also something called a cable tunnel. And right here, this is a way to go ahead and you can do kind of like a pass through walls easily. So if we go around to here, you can see you can attach up to 4 wires and pass them directly through anywhere in a wall that you would like to. And this is kind of a little more cleaner way and so forth to, kind of get through at least up to 4 wires through an area. Once you go ahead and come back and take a look in here, you can kind of work them around corners. Like, for instance, some of these are going around the door frame and stuff, but it's kind of messy, so this is definitely a way better way to do it. I just kind of tossed that one together quickly as a proof of concept that things work. There's already people out there messing around in the staging branch that have done some cool looking future trap ideas. I'm waiting a little bit to hold off because Helk has told me there's still a lot of stuff that's going to change, probably all the way up until next week. So I'm kind of holding off on that there. And as you can see, there are, settings that you can go ahead and set with the counter. There's a lot of detail to this. You could do something as simple as just a light switch, or you could go into full-on crazy traps using and OR gates, blockers, and all sorts of stuff that I don't even know how to use yet. So it's pretty awesome there. So the ceiling light, as you can see, has been made to require electricity. I assume we can probably see the ability to use electricity on searchlights. And turrets, I have been told, will be made, or at least the auto turret will be made to require electricity to help nerf them, so to say, or limit them to being used more often for base defenses, etc. Now, later on, when there's some kind of vehicles added, like the cart, which they said, would be used for going out farming, and you could maybe bring a turret on top of it to protect you, so you stay out a little longer, blah, blah, blah. I'm assuming that's where a battery would come in hand, and you would bring a battery with on the cart, which would provide power to the turret while you need protection on your back while you're farming, kind of thing. So, you could have a portable turret with the cart idea, but people aren't going to be sitting there setting up full electrical things when at a helicopter site with like 10 turrets kind of thing. So that would kind of nerf that issue that people were having. So that's definitely a cool thing. Again, none of this is 100% in stone, guys. It could very well change. So keep that in mind. But that is our preview so far with what's going on with electricity. Hopefully next week, if Helk has time, I've asked him to come and give us an overview of how it all works, because I don't know quite all the stuff yet, and what he plans on doing for the future of Rust. That would be awesome. Hopefully he'll have time for that. The man is crazy busy, along with the rest of the team. But yeah, that's kind of the goal there, guys. So thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the skin video and check out Charitable Rust on Saturday. We will see you then, hopefully. Have a great time. See you later.